Hello everyone, and welcome to what I'm calling Linkle of the Wild. So this is a mod of Breath of the Wild that I have found called the Linkle mod, and it's supposed to be really, really good. This is yet another, this is my fourth run on this mod, and the reason why is because up until now, I have not had this game running at 30 FPS, but now I do. And I have 36 episodes of this recorded at really low resolution, like really low frame rate. I don't want to just suddenly come back and have higher frame rates. Okay, yeah. The graphics are going to be a little buggy again. So there is a minor bug. Interestingly enough, when I had it running at a low frame rate, I didn't get this graphical bug. But running it at a higher frame rate, I am, which kind of confuses me. Not sure why that is, but it is the way it is. So I don't know of any way to change that. So but yeah, so there's two mods, well there's like 4 mods, but there's 2 mods I have installed. One is the Linkle mod. The other is the Linkle dialogue edit. Wow, already fixed itself. That is fast. That fixed itself fast. Wow, okay. Oh my god, this is so much better. Oh my goodness, this looks and plays so much better than what I've been playing up until now. I'm actually going to have to get used to this because, my god, as long as it doesn't have ridiculous and annoying load times, then we'll be okay. Oh my god, it's so much better. So it is in Japanese, so just because I have the voices in Japanese. Mostly because, like, the voice acting isn't edited. Just the dialogue. So it's like, yeah, no, I like it better. I like the Japanese voices better to begin with. And because it's in Japanese, unless you know Japanese, like, you can't even tell that the dialogue is off. So this looks really dark for some reason. I'm definitely used to this being brighter. I know I turned off something. Oh, ambient occlusion? Oh, that did not change anything. Okay, well, whatever. I'm sure it'll look fine in a bit. I'm sure it'll work out fine. One thing they did recommend was attempting clarity. That makes it darker. Doesn't seem like it makes it clear. That makes it harder to see, it seems. In my opinion, that makes it harder. So, no, not turning on clarity. Old shirt. Go ahead and equip these. Wow, that did fix itself. Oh my god. So it's running at 60 FPS. Oh my god, it's running at a higher frame rate in the menus than it does even on the Wii U, which is amazing. I love this. This is so much better. At least I don't have to edit the dialogue myself now, so we'll see how things go. So there is a minor bug, if you will. All of the pre-rendered cutscenes still have Link instead of Linkle. But the dialogue is still Linkle. So it's kind of funny. I'm just going with the idea that Linkle here is Link. Our girl Linkle here, and she's always been a girl, but she wasn't born with a female body, but she did, Hyrule was more accepting, basically, of it, and all that, and, so what ends up happening is she gets put into the Shrine of Resurrection, and it heals her. Well, it also healed, like, her body and stuff, so that she now had a proper body. Holy crap, this is so much better. It looks even better, and it plays better. Oh, I love this. Yep, so I'm doing the series all over again. I've only been doing this for 6 minutes, and I'm definitely... This is definitely the first episode that is going up on July 1st. So, not that you guys would know any different. But, again, I had 36 episodes, and I'm hoping I can get to 36 again, because I have to go away on vacation. No compiling shaders anymore either. Oh my god, that was a pain too. That would just be like, compiling shaders, and it's like, oh my god. Because, like, so... the shaders of video games are apparently copyright, so you can't share them, but they are in, like, the game. So if you have the game, then you have the shaders, except that the emulator can't pre-compile them unless you have them in the emulator, basically. And you can't, the emulator can't supply them. So yeah, it was a whole mess. Baked apple. I beg your pardon. I do believe that is my baked apple. You can't just go about taking whatever you please. Oh, forgive me. I could not resist pulling your leg. Please help for yourself. An apple and an open flame make for a succulent treat. It's a bit strange to see another soul in these parts. Who are you? Me? I'll spare you my life story. I'm just an old fool who has lived here alone for quite some time now. What brings a bright-eyed young girl like you to a place like this? Where are we? Answering a question with a question. That is fair enough. As I cannot imagine our meeting to be a simple coincidence, I shall tell you. This is a great plateau. According to legend, this is the birthplace of the entire kingdom of Hyrule. Thank God this runs so well. It's actually running at 32 FPS at the moment, so this is kind of awesome. That temple there, long ago, it was the site of many sacred ceremonies. Ever since the decline of the kingdom 100 years ago, it has sat abandoned in a state of decay. Yet another forgotten entity, a mere glory of its former self. Oh ho ho, what are you doing? I'm relaxing by the fireside, of course, though I'll need to cook myself another baked apple at some point. Simple foods such as apples are fine to eat raw, but roasting them on a fire makes them tastier and more nutritious. I shall be here for some time. Please let me know if I may be of service. Okay. Hey, I'm gonna take your torch. Well then, just help yourself to that torch there. And how, may I ask, are you planning to use it? To set things on fire? It is rather unnerving. Please be cautious with that around any dry grass that may catch fire. You know there are plenty of monsters in this area. A torch would make a good weapon if need be. However, do not just swing it around without purpose. You must face your opponents and lock your sights on them. Lock on. Alright, so yeah, one of the things I mentioned back in the old video was that I am attempting to sort of give Linkle her own personality and voice. So there might be times where I do something with that, say something with that voice, like as we're going along in the world or something. That's supposed to be Linkle talking, basically. Oh, a little bit of slowdown going on there. Whoa, hang on. Okay, that's a little much. That FPS was a little much. That was definitely like 60 FPS going on there, because wow, that moved fast. A goblin horn. I missed the lizard. And another tree branch. Boy, they give you a lot of tree branches. I'm so used to having really good weapons.
Link. Sheikah ストーンのマップに示された場所へ向かうのです。
Check your Sheikah slate. Follow the Sheikah slate. Whoop, I'm out of weapons. Oh my god. This is... Wasn't one of these things supposed to, like, set a certain FPS to, like, not go over that? Oh, nope. I had an FPS limit of 60 FPS going on, not 30. That's why. Oops. Tree branch broke again. Tree branches just don't last. Yay, I got a club now. This should be better than using these tree branches. These tree branches don't last any time. Now, I do have something called the Breath of the Wild Memory Editor. It is a program that allows me to edit the very memory of Breath of the Wild and make it so that I can Book Club. Oh, that's so much better. See, it's not running at friggin' 60. No, it's still going up to 60 FPS. Maybe that's something that can't change until I turn off and reload the program. Hylian trousers. Nice. And swap to those. Those are way better looking. Oh my god, this plays so much better. Get that mouse cursor out of the video, please. No, what? Oh, right. Don't have the paraglider. That's a thing. Oh my god, it's gonna take me so long to just get used to how to play the game again. Also, don't have a map. Also forgot. But at least we'll be able to get around and play at a decent frame rate. I will showcase the different changes that have been made. One thing that I was doing before with the series was I was adding in the different outfits from like the amiibos via the don't have a paraglider via the memory editor. But I was doing that at the beginning of each like session. Obviously, as this is the first session, and you know, we don't have any outfits yet. I haven't given myself anything yet. But I will probably get something next session. I don't know when I'm going to end this session. I don't know when that session is going to start. But basically what I usually do is... Whoops. I hit the wrong button a lot. But I usually start the next session and I'm just like in the new outfit. And then I go throughout the first episode of the session in that outfit just so you can get a good view of it and so on. And then I usually go from there. So, I only give myself the amiibo outfits just because I don't have a way of accessing the amiibo outfits. Because again, it don't have a, Wii U or anything. I do have a Wii U, but I don't have this on the actual Wii U. I mean, it's totally on the Wii U. This is a totally legitimate method of playing the game. Absolutely. Yes. Actually, I don't even have to, like, mention that anymore. Because it's not running at 20 FPS anymore. That's how I always started every episode out. I was like, this is Breath of the Wild. This is Linkle of the Wild. It's a Breath of the Wild mod using Linkle, running on my totally legitimate system that only runs at 20 FPS. That was what I would say. Got him. Good first shot. I'm getting better at that. Just annihilating the crap out of the enemies like that. Broke a shield. Yay, I have a shield to defend myself with. And an actual sword. Well, I'll use that later. So one thing I'm not doing is using the memory editor. I could go in here and give myself infinite durability on like everything. It is an ability that is in here, but I'm not going to do that. So, but there's a lot of stuff that I can do with the memory editor. One of those things, and we're going to have to do this for a couple of the shrines just because of the fact that like some of the shrines require like motion controls. But if I type in something like this, I can just move my character to wherever, and it's really nice being able to do that when you're stuck on like a motion control shrine or something. I have a mod that is supposed to fix most of the motion control shrines, but doesn't fix all of them. Place the Sheikah slate in the pedestal. So, unfortunately, there are some that are not fixed yet. So, this is like way better though. This is running way better than it was before. Sheikah Tower activated. Please watch for falling rocks. Falling rocks? What do you mean? Whoa! Whoa! Ah! And that's running at 60 FPS. Is this cutscene gonna play like way faster because it's running at 60? It is pre-rendered. I think it is running faster. Whoops. So that's a thing that sometimes happens now, I guess. It didn't used to happen. I don't know why that suddenly started happening. But it does every once in a while. Selling local information. Oh my god, though, this is running perfectly fine. Got some kind of like weird cyan shirt on all of a sudden. Actually kind of looks decent. I don't know, I was not having these weird issues before. This almost feels more like it did on the Wii U now. Just without the load times. At least the graphics are fixing themselves pretty quick. I wonder if one of the settings I changed caused that to start happening. Oh, that was fixed. Almost. There it is.
この怪物が本当の力を取り戻した時、世界は終わりを迎えてしまう。
Calamity Ganon. Which may or may not be more than just that if Breath of the Wild 2 shows us an example. Also, if I sound different, I just realized, if I sound different in these episodes, it's because I changed the positioning of the microphone. Somebody was commenting that it sounds like the microphone is too close. Because I used to get like this close to the microphone. It sounds really clear when I'm this close. It sounds much more clear than when I'm all the way back here. But I do sound a bit further. I definitely don't sound like I'm right up against the microphone. And I don't know. Maybe it sounds better. Maybe it doesn't. Let me know. And come August, I will take into consideration your comments and go from there. So, boop. Old man, where'd you come from? My, it would seem we have quite the enigma here. Tower and others just like it have erupted across the land, one after another. It's almost as though a long dormant power has awoken quite suddenly. Excuse me. If you do not mind me asking, did anything occur while you were atop that tower? I heard a voice. Well now, a voice you say. And did you happen to recognize this mysterious voice? Not really, no. I see. Well, that is unfortunate. I assume you caught sight of that atrocity enshrouding the castle. That is Calamity Ganon. 100 years ago, that vile entity brought the kingdom of Hyrule to ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain that evil, but just barely. There it festers, building its strength for the moment it will unleash its blight upon the land once again. It would appear that moment is fast approaching. I must ask you, courageous one, do you intend to make your way to the castle? I do. I had a feeling you would say that. Here, on this isolated plateau, we are surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs with no way down. If you were to jump off, well, no death could be more certain, or more foolish. Of course, if you had a paraglider like mine, that would be quite another story. Hand it over. I did that wrong, whoops. Oh, certainly, why not? There's no such thing as a free item in this world, you know. I always had Linkle ask, paraglider? Let's see now. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby? The isolated plateau. Main quest. Open your adventure log. Come, let me show you something. Sure. Go ahead and lead the way. I'll follow you. Do you see that structure there? The one shining with a strange light. It began glowing at the exact moment those towers rose up from the ground. I would think such a place might house some sort of treasure, wouldn't you? Treasure for the paraglider. A fair exchange, I believe. Alright, I'll be right back then. There's actually a bunch of book goblins that way. Doesn't look like it leads anywhere that I want to go anyway. Fishy! Got it! Cool. Getting a fish early in the game is good. Usually did not get a fish early on. So I had trouble with the quest that requires you to get fish and meat. That said, this because this is Breath of the Wild, most episodes are going to be 25 to 30 minutes or more, depending on how focused I am at, ending the episode. In 25 to 30 minutes in length. So I hope you don't mind that. But this is a really big game. If I did shorter episodes, we would be here for a year and still never get anywhere. So that said, we are at the shrine, the Omen Owl Shrine, or as I like to call it, the Oh Man, a Shrine. And I think we'll go ahead and end this episode off here. Sheikah Slate confirmed. Travel gate registered to map. Access granted. Oh my god, that's just instantaneous. I love that. So I do hope you've enjoyed. If you have, feel free to subscribe. Check the video description down below for a link to the playlist so you can get caught up on, well, never mind, because it's the first episode, isn't it? I always do that. On the first episode, it's just, I get so used to saying that even on the first episode, I still say that. I always get right on the last one. To you who sets foot in the shrine, I am Omenau. The name of the goddess highly I offer this trial. Magnesis trial. Alright, well, with that, I'll see you all next time. Oh my god, this is too fast. See you later.